NFC with a 37.6 average. High hanger, fair catch taken at the 33-yard line. So second chance coming up for Brady and the Patriots, and we'll be back. Log on to NFL.com and vote for the AFC NFC All-Stars that play in the 2002 Pro Bowl. Vote now only at NFL.com or AOL keyword NFL.com. Brady, nice job. Hard cadence count.
I love that. I absolutely love that. He's a young quarterback on the road in a dome.
Defense, number 98. 5-yard penalty. Still first down.
Travis Hall, the left tackle.
The first series he goes 3 and out, and in the next series he gets into the head of the defensive line. Let's listen to this hard count. I like that.
First down and 5. Mark Edwards stacked up, picks up 3 to the 42-yard line. Keith Brooking made the tackle.
Well, see, this is why he goes to the hard count, Craig, because it slows up the attacking nature of Atlanta's defensive line. That's a different style this year than last. Last year, Atlanta's defensive line was catch the offensive lineman, read and react. This year, it is attack. And so it's a good thing for the offensive line, for the quarterback to do hard counts, because the defensive line can't get the jump.
Second down and 1. Brady, they flush that backfield clean with 5 wideouts. Good protection, waits underneath and complete. He wanted Patrick pass. So third down, call it 1.
You know, very aggressive play calling early, though. That's the second time this drive they've gone to an empty backfield. Drew Bledsoe calling in the play to Brady has been absolutely spectacular in helping this young guy. He has been so graciously giving. A lot of people think to the detriment of his own career.
Tough yards. It's going to be close as Edwards turned his body and tried to slice in for the first down around the 43-yard line. Brooking again around the football. You know, Brooking, we had a nice talk with him yesterday. He replaced a great legend here in Atlanta, linebacker Jesse Tuggle, who retired. The teammates, though, are calling him Honolulu there, Trevor, because of Pro Bowl possibilities.
Yeah, he's probably the best linebacker you've never heard of. And now he's starting to get the recognition, and as he goes to Hawaii and goes to those Pro Bowls, he will. He was an outside linebacker. He had the range and speed out there. And now they moved him this year inside, partly because they wanted to get number 54, Chris Draft, some place to play. But because of that, you've got a middle linebacker with the speed and the range of an inside linebacker. Now, here's what's important about that first down right there. They barely made it, right? Remember that hard count at the beginning of the drive? They only had to get 5 yards, and they got 5 yards and a foot. As we take a look here, Mark Edwards gets over. He gets the first, but he got it because of the hard count 2 plays before.
First and 10, Brady sets up the screen at the 40-yard line. A lot of running room. Oh, contact. Oh, delivering the hit was Antoine Smith. He knew the belt was coming from McBurrows. And so instead of taking the hit, you know, Trevor, he said, I'm going to dish it out too.
Yeah, and he's talking too. McBurrows, give him credit. But it's going to be a screen. It's going to come over here, and then watch Mike Compton, the left guard, number 77. He's going to be the key to the play. Here he is right there. Now he's going to stay up on his man. He doesn't have to drive him anywhere. He just has to stay in his face. The back will then make the cut.
17-yard pickup. Back-to-back first downs. Brady, deep ball on the button, incomplete. Terrell Buckley was the intended receiver. Number 27. Now Buckley on your charts listed as 2 deep at the right corner.
Yeah, and Ray Buchanan is looking at a cornerback, knows what's going to happen. A corner is not going to run a route. He's just where he's going to cut. He's going to run straight up the field. So basically, Ray Buchanan knew, hey, if I just beat him in the foot race or tie him, I got him.
Well, you're looking at one of the most intense corners, most vocal corners in the National Football League. Patton in motion on second down. Brady poised and now taken down from behind, wrapped up by Patrick Kearney. Number 97, the third-year pro out of Virginia and a former #1 round draft pick by this club back in '99.
And this is the pass rushing style they want. Collapse the pocket. Take a look at Travis Hall, number 98. Kearney's 97, but 98, Hall is the one that gets his hand up in the face and forces Brady to pull that ball down, and that gives Kearney time to come around and tackle him from behind. Collapse the pocket collectively, and you squeeze the quarterback.
Third down, 3 wideouts. Brady, play action, throws a dart complete inside the 20, down to the 15-yard line, and it was right on the button to Troy Brown.
Well, and it had to be on the button. Conrad Hamilton had perfect coverage on Troy Brown, and Brady, if you have a question as to whether he's rattled, he gets pressured in the pocket. He's going to move to his left, wait for Brown to clear, and then drill that ball. Moves to his left and drills it. And look at the coverage. There's 2 guys with a third. The linebacker coming in, Chris Draft, and Brady drilled it in.
Troy Brown picks up 28. Another first down. Smith lost it. Falcons pointing the other way. And a nice drive by New England is stopped at the 13-yard line. Kearney brought the loose football in for the Falcons.
Boy, that's a here we go again for New England. Had lots of problems with fumbles last year.
The NFL on CBS is sponsored by Southwest Airlines, proud sponsor of the NFL and official airline of Super Bowl 36. Chevy Trucks, the most dependable, longest-lasting trucks on the road. And by Nextel, how business gets done.
A beautiful skyline of Atlanta now inside the Georgia Dome. Scoreless between New England and Atlanta. Second offensive series for the Falcons. Stopped after that fumble by Antoine Smith. 1st and 10. They'll start this drive at their own 13-yard line. Chandler sets up the screen, incomplete, off the hands of Maurice Smith.
Yeah, and he does set it up. The whole setup to this entire offense is the run. Everything comes off the run. Play action pass is how they get the deep ball thrown. And off the run, they want to throw the screen. The problem is that Maurice Smith ran into Bobby Hamilton, number 91, and couldn't get out.
Second down and 10. 8:23 left, opening quarter. Pocket, not much time for Chandler, and he takes his seat. Boy, the corners came in and pinched. Hamilton, Pleasant, and the rest of the guys in white.
Yeah, and this is the changing game plan, Craig. New England has sat back in a soft zone the last several games. And so Chandler doesn't expect the corner, doesn't even see him coming. And they have now had more man coverage in this game plan for Atlanta's offense. And this is a change. Atlanta right now has to make an adjustment because their expectation in play calling is to play a soft zone and not a lot of pressure from blitzes. That's not what they're getting.
Chandler on third down has the best quarterback rating in the National Football League at just over 120. He's looking at 3rd and 17 from his end zone, steps up and can run, tucks it, and then taken down at the 14-yard line by Parker, number 97. Riddick Parker, 5-year pro out of North Carolina.
Well, there's a lot of pressure here. And there's pressure from the defensive line. This time they don't blitz. The reason they don't blitz is because they want to leave 8 guys back in coverage. That's why Chandler had nowhere to throw.
Second punt of the day for Chris Moore. His first traveled 36 yards. He's a yard deep in his end zone. Troy Brown awaits. Fair catch, angled to the far sideline, and they're going to mark this ball out around the 40.
That's another
and some
terrible
boo-birds early here in Atlanta. Not a good kick by Moore. 27 yards. Scoreless at the Georgia Dome. 7:05 left, opening quarter. There's Brady, Trevor, week 6 at Indy, 7 of 7. Last week against Denver, 8 of 8. He started slow, 2 of 5. But I was impressed with the throw to Troy Brown just before the fumble by Antoine Smith.
Yeah, he's not 2 of 5 because he's performing poorly. He's 2 of 5 because there's very good pass defense. He's playing against 2 of the best corners in the NFL in Ray Buchanan and Ashley Ambrose. And both of those guys will play very tight coverage on his receivers. And so it'll be hard to complete those easy underneath passes that he's completed in games past.
Second down and 9. Near sideline, not much. Good read by Atlanta's defense as Troy Brown is pushed back to the 41. Ashley Ambrose, the right corner, 10 years out of Mississippi Valley College.
And that's the tight coverage. I mean, that play has worked for the last 4 games for the Patriots and for Tom Brady because corners have played off of these receivers. But you can see number 33 just flashed at the bottom of your screen. He was right on the line of scrimmage at the beginning of this play, and that's how they're going to play it all game long.
So he told us yesterday in our meetings that Ambrose says, I like to play tight while Ray likes to play a little bit looser. Shotgun, Brady. Good protection, throws, and a little hop and a skip, incomplete. David Patton at the 25. Ray Buchanan back there on coverage.
And now they're going to have to punt. And once again, that fumble just stopped all the momentum that the Patriots offense had built up. Although field position, when you look at this exchange of punts, Craig, just with the exchange of punts right now, the Patriots have gained about 30 yards of field position. They're punting from their own 41.
Walter will punt for the second time. His first kick of 27 yards. Left footer gets it up. Another high hanger and a fair catch taken by Darren Gordon at the 10. 30-yard kick, still scoreless in Atlanta. We'll be back.
The NFL on CBS is sponsored by Staples. Staples has everything you need for your business at great low prices. And by IBM, taking e-business and your business to the next level.
Well, Monday on CBS is an all-new night of great television, starting with The King of Queens, followed by Yes, Dear, and Monday's #1 comedy, Everybody Loves Raymond. Then stay tuned for the Ted Danson and Becker. Plus, don't miss an all-new Family Law. It's all here Monday on CBS. Third drive of the quarter for Atlanta. Mathis in motion. They go ground, not much. Let's go to New York. Jim Nantz with an NFL Today update. Jim.
All right, Bover, 21 months ago, right there in the Georgia Dome, Kevin Dyson reached for that final yard against the Rams and was denied. Today, he takes the pass from McNair. He reaches, and he gets it this time for the quick 7-0 Titans over Jacksonville. And let's go back to Craig and Trevor.
Thank you, Jim. Dyson from the University of Utah coming off a very bad knee injury. Well, look at the first 3 possessions. 7 plays, -2 yards, 2 sacks, and twice 3 and out. Chandler sets and throws, incomplete. Reggie Kelly, the tight end. Good coverage, though, by the outside linebacker, Mike Vrabel.
You know what? You look at that, Kevin Dyson reaches, and you think about what if in that Super Bowl.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you, what would he give to swap plays? Let me be a yard short today and an inch over the line then.
What if?
What if?
Third down and 9. Chris Chandler, 36 years young. You know, he said, hey, I know my position. I may play 3 or 4 more. Chandler sets and throws, complete at the 27-yard line. And a great grab by Tony Martin. Nice to be back, huh, Tony, after missing 4 games with that broken collarbone. That first one's always the toughest.
Because you're going to get hit, and then you're going to hit the ground. Now he's got a broken collarbone. He's going to hit the ground, and he's going to get landed on by Otis Smith. And how does it feel? You know what? He jogged off the field. He's not there now, but we'll know in a few minutes if he comes back whether or not that thing felt okay.
16-yard gain, first down, Falcons at their own 27-yard line. Pitch out. Mo Smith breaks it. Smith at the 50. Maurice Smith at the 30.